rocks is absurd.
Well, we'll see whether he is going to be able to pick that one up, as Rek'Sai is the first ban here from IG. They do not want to see it. Kid, of course, has a lot of other more controlling junglers in his back pocket. His Gragas is definitely good. His Elise has been getting better as well, as LeBlanc is going to follow against xiye. Rookie doesn't want to let that lane power get in his way.
Well, LeBlanc being banned by IG is very interesting. Of course, xiye has a lot of champions in his back pocket.
Yeah.
Whilst the LeBlanc might be a strong one, he's a Twisted Fate player. His Vladimir has been banned from him a few times, so they're lucky that WE have to ban that this game.
Yes.
Otherwise, he'd be looking at that one, definitely. And so with a decent amount of mid and jungle focus, could be quite curious.
Yeah, we'll see what WE decide to ban away next. I mean, things like Karma are available, but Azir is going to be taken away from Rookie. Of course, you can take anything away from Rookie. It's just basically any mid laner is worth a ban, because this guy plays pretty much everything to one of the highest levels.
Yeah, and we joke about red side Rookie, but it's not actually a laughing matter.
Oh, yeah.
Again, we spoke to a lucky that perhaps WE are on red side so they don't get that first pick Vladimir. Well, lucky that IG are on blue side so they don't last pick mid.
Precisely. And Braum is actually going to be picked up here first for IG. So prioritizing Tabe's champion, wanting to give him some engaged potential, as Sivir and Trundle immediately locked in here from WE. Know exactly what they want. Of course, Trundle's still a flex pick, and definitely a strong one here for 957 if he is able to sit on that champion, because a lot of the things that Zatai wants to take into it will be effective.
And I like the Sivir. And simply that IG have prioritized the first pick, I think it's away from 0, I'd have to imagine. Tabe's most played champion is Karma by a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But because he's gone towards Braum, WE's response is, let's just take away half of what is usually a Karma Sivir combo and give us the avenue of that anyway. Because now nothing can stop them. There's no denials available.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Ashe is the one that's going to be locked in, so of course some mind games with the spell shields are going to come in now as well. We'll see whether Mystic is going to have his eye in on that one, as xiye and Mystic looking to lock in the next two champions for WE.
So I wouldn't be opposed to like a Karma Graves. They could, of course, change that jungler, but Zero being able to play Bard might help. I would prefer, personally, the Karma with that Sivir. The lane control duo sets you up for 1-3-1 if xiye wants to split push. He could maybe last pick a Twisted Fate again that hasn't been banned from him.
Yeah.
I quite like that as an option. Of course, Condi can pick whatever he'd like, as Graves is the maneuverable tool in that.
Oh, Irelia being looked at now. xiye, of course, known to play some interesting things in the mid lane, as it looks like Zero wants to pick up the Trundle.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So Irelia and the Gragas are locked away. So Zatai not going to be able to head onto that sort of carry-style top laner.
Spanner in the works.
Oh, man. Shen Twisted Fate.
I mean, that'd probably round out their comp nicely. If they had a Rek'Sai as well, it'd be so global.
Yeah.
And it's entirely possible, knowing IG, that they will look towards that. WE have set themselves up with the Irelia lock-in.
And Rookie looks very excited right now.
The question is it the Twisted Fate with this Shen? Because I stand by Shen being an option against Irelia.
Oh, yeah.
It's known as one of the better picks into it. The W means that Irelia can't utilize true damage.
Yeah.
W max becomes a little bit less efficient then.
Seen a lot of Irelias actually stick to something like Equilibrium Strike Max. They're still making up their mind. 10 seconds to go here before Rain has actually hovered anything. Talia, of course.
Oh,
it's
imagine
probably what
Shen
they're looking at.
Ulting Talia surfing.
Oh, man, that would be
sick.
so cool. It's not going to happen, though, as the Viktor is what IG decide to take in to this matchup, and that is going to be your IG comp. So a little bit more damage in an AoE sense from Rookie in the mid lane.
Plenty of follow-up CC as well.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of damage, most importantly, though, in that AoE, the variety that you mentioned, yeah. Elise is able to round out with a bit of extra AP, but now they're very reliant on what is going to be Rain's Ashe for any physical damage, and he's not usually a player that they put any emphasis on whatsoever.
Yeah, it's very true. Unless Zatai wants to build a lot of AD or something like that on his Shen, which, you know, Zatai is known to build, you know, Ghostblade Trinity Force Poppy and win, I believe, against WE.
It is potentially going to be an Irelia mid, if this is locked in.
Well, Faker, of course,
I
believe
mid
started
well
it.
works.
Well, xiye, of course, is the Karma mid player, so that makes a little bit more sense.
I've been rused.
Haha, a cunning ruse indeed. I would have loved to see the Irelia mid.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like a wild card.
Yeah, and it's also
Commentator again.
It's also xiye. Like, he could play all sorts of different things there in the mid lane. Does like to try out a whole bunch of stuff, but Karma was something that he found massive success on and will have a lot of lane control with it as well.
And they're looking towards a cleanse on Rookie.
Yeah, for which reason is the question?
Yeah, exactly. There's not many reasons. You can't really cleanse a Trundle pillar, you can't necessarily, or you don't want to cleanse the tether from xiye.
Yeah.
Body Slam will be followed up by the ultimate immediately. It's like Equilibrium Strike, perhaps.
Yeah, and I guess Equilibrium Strike, if you get some points into it, is going to stun you for a long time. However,
He'd be better off with Ghost.
And we'll see whether he decides to actually switch it up, as IG maybe lacking a little bit of damage given the fact that they do have a lot of utility on their squad, but nevertheless, coaches are going to shake hands. Let's get into game number 1 between WE and Invictus Gaming. Thank you very much, Rookie. And here we are on Summoner's Rift for game number 1 between IG and WE. Cloud Drake is going to be the first one, unfortunately, for everyone. Not going to be expecting too many dragon fights early on in this game. We'll see how things start as we drift slowly down Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, so we work our way onto the Rift for the first game between IG and WE, and this is a battle once again of the late game prowess of WE and what they actually offer. Come to that stage, and IG, essentially the wild cards near the top of the list of most of these teams. So much potential, still finding their solid identity as a team of 5.
Zero actually going to take a bit of damage here. Concussive blows getting built up, but Rain takes a full boomerang to the head and will need to back away.
And timing-wise, it doesn't matter too much. It's inconsequential as they can all recall and go back to full health. Just asserting their dominance as you do.
Yeah.
I feel like the cooler thing about doing that at level 1 is it's a really good damage assessment for both teams. And you find out who wins that trade. It almost directly relates and translates to laning phase from that point onwards. So looks like the immediate response from WE, however, is not to join them down there.
Yeah, going to be a lane swap instigated here by Mystic and Zero. As you can see, Rookie standing in full vision of this ward. As he will move over. There's a tie starting up towards the top side of the map.
He's going to take a small blue one. He's actually looking for lane control with the way that he's about to start this. And that's not going to exist. And he'll very quickly find that one out. So I'll be curious to see how Zeta actually reacts to this. And how many minions he gets up in that top lane, perhaps, before they get there.
As you can see, Rookie and xiye going at it here in the mid lane. Nothing going to change here as the lane swap does ensue. See whether Rookie can continue to do Rookie things. The man does do pretty well on the majority of the champions that he does enter the Rift on. As a pause is going to start up. As you can see, there's a tie on your screen right now. We'll see whether we can get back into this game as quickly as possible. But why do you think that WE went for a lane swap?
WE are playing a team where they don't necessarily have to standard lane. So like we could look at the drafting and say that, yeah, maybe it's an Irelia though, so probably not wanting a lane swap.
Yeah.
So I think the real reason behind why they did it is because they're a team called WE. They want to get to late game. They want to accelerate the pace of the gold income that they get, open the map up further for them, so they can also look for objectives. And that's the big thing to me, and why I always look at WE and say probably just going to lane swap anyway, is because what you do, you start on the top side of the map, you get the first turret, you go bottom, you get a dragon with it. That's an objective that WE want to get.
They most certainly do. Even though it is going to be a Cloud Drake, still probably pretty excited about it. And of course, movement speed is going to be the aim of the game. They do have the Sivir. They're the ones that want to be able to get around the map. The reason I was talking about this was the fact that Elise loves an open map. And Elise Shen is a fantastic gank combination. And I have a feeling that IG probably going to be pretty happy moving into this sort of, I guess, lane swap, open map type style here in the early game.
I think Ashe Braum's actually still a very strong 2v2, so there's ways to force them out. If you've got Elise roaming around, invading or ganking, definitely possible to pressure people as we now get ourselves into a position where Tabe is being a pest.
Yep. Trying to be as annoying as possible as Condi is going to be able to take down this blue buff. In full vision, of course.
Also one of the scarier things to invade as a Braum. If a Gragas is ever there and has body slam, generally speaking, they can turn it onto you and try and kill you. So need to show caution. That's why Tabe is not getting within auto attack range.
No, certainly isn't. Zatai and Kid actually going to be sharing this jungle quite a bit. Gromp goes down, Zatai picks that one up. Kid now just going to finish this one off, grabs the second Sentinel. As you can see already, a bit of a roam coming in from Zero, moving towards the mid lane.
Yeah, one of the few times that supports can look towards the middle lane is during a lane swap where you've got the level 1 to 2 transition. Junglers can occasionally get the level 3 gank off if they don't want to go straight to red buff and top lane also. But based off the positioning of this lane, the only team that can get a gank off is IG.
Well, we'll see whether they do decide to go for something like that. WE stacking up this wave quite effectively. There's now 957 going to be helping out. Blade surges to that creep and now starting off the auto attacks. You can see it actually is trying to be swapped here from IG. They don't want the swap. As Zatai going to clear out the last minion, has himself a little bit of an advantage given the fact that he made his way down.
I think the slight advantage that Zatai wants is to recall, get an item, and then teleport back in. He understands that 957 will teleport. Unless he's trying to gank top lane, which is very aggressive. In fact, he needs to save the teleport in case WE try and die if they had numbers up there.
Yeah, he was actually pinging towards the top side of the map. As you can see, Kid, he's up there. Condi is there as well. And that ward will spot Kid out. Decides actually, oh no, he's not seen. That is very cheeky.
Well, not too bad movement around the map-wise from Kid. He's starting to come into his own as the jungler.
Most certainly is.
Commendable efforts, and Graves' most played jungler makes sense as the next AD carry player.
You can see Rookie with some control over this lane here as well. Hasn't been back yet. The back comes in from xiye, grabs himself boots and a Dark Seal. Will be feeling a little bit better. Equilibrium Strike comes out from 957, but he's got a big creep wave behind him. Feeling pretty good at the moment.
And he'll just be feeling good in general because he's playing a carry. No longer is 957 bound by your Maokai's and Nautilus ways, WE. He has options. He's a free man.
It certainly is. There's Rain actually getting a lot of damage on a Mystic here with that Q. Nice work. The flurry of the old arrows.
But still, we must look at how WE are going to set themselves up past this point, because it is a Sivir Karma comp. And the pick that they have, it complements WE as a team pretty much incredibly well. Karma to enable the team with the Sivir, those ultimates go together. Gragas and Trundle to pick people off with the body slam flash combo and the pillars to actually catch them out. And then Irelia to backline threat, side lane pushing, dueling potential as well. WE, as far as how they play as a team, have pretty much picked for them. Besides perhaps the flank of 957. Harder to do on Irelia, but the damage will complement that.
We certainly will. However, you look over the other side of the rift and IG looking like an IG comp at the same time with the fact that they have global presence out of the Shen, out of the Ashe. And they do have the teleport from Zatai at the same time. Rookie still did take the cleanse.
Yeah, committed towards a summoner that xiye is also matched, but one's against an Ashe and has far more merit to it.
Might be wanting to get rid of an exhaust.
Yeah, there aren't a lot of things to cleanse, honestly. There's not even a lot of exhaust. There's only the one. xiye going for the cleanse himself was, I'm going to say, more predictable. It's just the decision from Rookie. And what that ultimately means, and this is a mentality that I actually asked somebody not too long ago from one of the pro teams. So why would you go cleanse in a lane where you don't need it, or a jungle lane matchup where you still don't need it? The answer is, you either don't respect who you're laning against because you just want to survive team fights, which means you're not afraid of dying in lane, or you know that notoriously the lane opponent is just super passive. And that can't be said for either of these guys.
No.
Because they both like winning lane, they're both aggressive, yet they've both gone cleanse.
Well, we'll see who it does benefit. As Mystic takes a cheeky auto attack. Boomerang comes down though as Rain throws out the Q. Still able to get some work done. The Ashe being pretty oppressive right now, but you can see Mystic still 8 CS up.
Yeah, both out of mana, so it's now at the point where Sivir actually has a slight edge in the average mana sustain that's available.
Yeah, Rain nearing that level 6 mark though. We'll see whether the cross-map arrow plays are going to be there for IG.
She's having a bad time.
Yeah, Rookie. He's on a lane-dominant champion. And that's just always bad news. He often wins lane on things that shouldn't.
Yeah. This time around, though. And It's going to be a Viktor for him, something that he's comfortable on. And Kid now.
Oh,
that was close.
Yeah, doesn't find him, but he doesn't have a lot of mana. Death Ray flies down. There's the flash from Kid. Stand United's there from Zatai as well, as he doesn't get the Shadow Dash. However, xiye still in a lot of trouble there. Nice movement speed comes out, as there's Condi, gets another slow, and xiye is going to make it out alive.
You've made a mistake, Mr. Zatai. That taunt should have connected. It was duked a little bit by xiye, but barely gets out alive. You have to commend him for doing so. Didn't actually even get stunned by the Elise in the first place, so no point burning the cleanse.
However, blue was still stolen here from IG, so they were able to get something out of that gank regardless. The teleport, sorry, Stand United is down, and Zatai's given up a bit of control there towards the bottom side.
And that's the thing, every time the Shen ults, you're hoping that he finds value for IG. Because if he wastes that big cooldown for a shield that isn't to save somebody and it's just to kill somebody, you'd expect it to be successful. Yeah. However, every time you do that and you don't get a kill, 957 gets a free recall in where he can keep teleport and even push a wave into reset. And so the end result is the Irelia continues to snowball that little bit further, get an extra item, look for the jewel and win the 1v1 more successfully.
And you can see, in fact, the blue buff was retaliated with. The enemy blue buff from Condi. xiye was able to pick that one up as well, so definitely good news. However, in the farm, Rookie is decimating.
He's doing really well, even relative to the clock.
Yeah.
Rookie's got a lot of CS in his back pocket. Both of these teams, though, just chilling out, I think, towards a point of scaling, perhaps. You can see a lot of emphasis on finding junglers, but not using those junglers to gank. And that's exactly what Rain's looking for just there. Giving knowledge to Kid of where Condi is, so that if they are to make a decision, they know if it's good or bad.
Yeah, well, they understand that Condi will be moving towards the top side of the map. Rain probably wants to be a little bit careful. Does have the arrow for disengage. Is Condi going to move towards this Rift Scuttler? We'll be able to pick that one up as the red buff is falling in favor of Kit.
Yeah, and he'll want to recall as well, Condi, after that one. Find himself, ideally, the Runic Echoes, and then perhaps look for a gank. If he can't find that, be Pink Ward Boots, and then gank. But he's nearing that point, especially now that he's level 6, where he will do a lot of damage and contribute very heavily to that of his teams.
Well, we do have a Chaos Storm available once again here for Rookie, probably looking to land a whole bunch more of his spells. This Kid is spotted out. Cocoon not going to find xiye, as it's a Q doing a lot of damage there. First portion of his Mirror Nomicon completed.
Yeah, remember it's an AP Elise build, and it's also a level advantage for xiye. So Karma's base damage is quite high, and that wasn't even the mantraed Q.
Yeah.
Kid will have sustain anyway, but it's risky because if Condi's there with xiye, you're dead.
Well, Condi was making his way over, was spotted out there as well. As you can see, Zero heading back to base. Mystic wanted to grab some items there as well. As Rain is going to head back in, has a longsword, Berserker's Greaves, and the BF sword at the same time. Extra longsword picked up from Mystic, as both of them look to be building towards that Essence Reaver.
And with the slow pace that's currently happening on the Rift, you'll be looking at WE and saying if they damage control effectively enough, then they will have the scaling. WE love a good scale.
Oh, there's the flash. Rookie going for the 1v1 as he picks it up with the Chaos Storm. God, this guy's beautiful to watch, and that was stunning.
Yeah, xiye pushed his luck, actually used the shield to try and trade and potentially get minions. Rookie knew his boundaries, he knew his limits, and he pushed them to the wire there. Gets the kill with the last part of his Chaos Storm that would have hit. Very well executed by the IG mid laner, keeping somebody around with just enough health that you know you can burst them.
That damage calculation was ridiculous and hit everything. Real scary stuff here from IG, who managed to get the first blood and continue their dominance over the mid lane.
So Kid's looking for a gank top lane, but he's about to find Condi. They're ready.
Yeah, Stand United is available once again as the arrow is going to go wide. Condi able to get out. xiye going to get hit by the arrow.
Insult to injury.
Oh, God. That's going to mean he gets the wave at the same time as Rookie as well. Oh, God. That's what Rain wanted.
Man. And now there's no summoners for xiye. They do know the flash will be out reasonably soon. It's not too far away. But until then, with no cleanse, Kid has absolute kill threat.
You can see Zatai still happy to trade here with 957. Grabs himself a shield by bringing back his sword. Passive pretty powerful, as there's a Transcendent Blades. 957 just clearing out the mini wave, and Rookie looking to try and extend his lead towards the bottom lane.
Yeah, wow. Even Kid coming down, it was going to be 3 men strong. 957 at least knows. They're not going to get kills. Condi's always around in the area where Kid is, so these two are just monitoring each other again. But you have to say Kid's, even with the level difference, level 7 is not good for an Elise who has low base health stats.
Yeah, still scary. There's Mystic getting a fair bit of damage there with the Ricochet across this IG bottom lane. Volley helping out with the wave clear.
I mean, they're still doing well. Also, like, we're looking at Mystic and Zero, the Korean duo of this WE team, and saying they're up against Rain and Tabe.
Yeah.
That's up there with one of the weaker bottom lanes in the LPL. Full stop.
Certainly has been historically, yeah.
But they are still doing well. It's definitely a sign of resilience. Rain is a very young Korean mechanical player. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. With Tabe's shot calling and potentially even lane guidance, they can utilize Rain's mechanics to keep themselves in it.
Well, Sunfire Cape now completed from Zatai. 957 almost has his phage, but the Shen is completed as well. So we'll have some lane control. As Rookie has instant wave clear now in the mid lane. Double upgrade on the Hex core. And he can just, honestly,
huge.
Yeah, kill minions, leave the lane, and everyone has to be scared.
And so that is a dangerous thing, right? The Viktor's big. And whilst we can consistently draw parallels between Rookie's performance on Viktor, or Rookie's performance, sorry, and the game result, they're in WE's domain.
Yeah.
Right, they're
Moving
looking
towards the late game.
They're looking at late game as their big option right now. They're a team fighting team that want a 1-3-1 or pick comp with an Ashe arrow to engage and then follow it up and burst somebody. But WE's response has been to put 957 on a carry, something that we don't often see. Against WE, whose top laner gets more resources, so they even that out and they negate that. And they put xiye on a support mid laner in Karma, something that he does play now and then. But they've got carries that aren't xiye, which is something that we don't often see from mid laners who always want to play carries. And so whilst Rookie's big, he is 1-0, he's got 30 odd CS above his opponent. xiye is always relevant because he is Karma.
Yeah, Rookie probably needs to translate this lead somewhere else. We saw him moving down towards the bottom lane, seeing whether he can get the work done there.
Yeah, and there's not a single objective on the map that Rookie really needs to actively work towards. It is a Cloud Drake after all.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just let it sit. But if they bode with just the Cloud Drake, they don't look at what's next, they don't find any advantages with that kill and advantage that Rookie in particular has, then the game just stagnates. And that's when you jump into the WE domain.
Yeah. Oh my god, another Chaos Storm goes down. Gravity Field slows up xiye. Another 2 ticks will do it, but nice shield comes out. Saves xiye's life, keeps his flash there as well, but will have to go back.
He's a man that wishes he had teleport at the moment. Kid also even playing around him.
Tabe forced a flash here as WE closed in.
Will actually get him killed. Watch Kid. He was leaving, and now he's coming.
Well, actually looking for a bait here as Condi gets tagged by the Winter's Bite. Zero's come down as well. Looking to try and keep xiye in this lane.
That's a lot of effort used for keeping one man in a lane that is losing right now.
Oh, there's a Shadow Dash here from Zatai. Gets some good damage onto 957. Has to be careful standing underneath this turret.
About to dive. If he clears the minions, he'll be fine.
Well, Kid moving over, tanks himself up a turret.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, will get himself to safety.
Well done from 957, though. Really well done.
Now going to be able to go back and get his Trinity Force by the looks of things as well. However, fallen behind by about 12 CS. WE will equalize it by taking this outer turret towards the top side of the map, though.
Just so much presence in mid.
Oh, xiye looking for the snare. Doesn't find it onto Rookie. Loses that trade, actually.
Yeah, look, it's Viktor. So one does not simply lose trades on Viktor.
Yeah,
clears the wave with one spell, then resets. And xiye will probably end up doing the exact same thing right now. After he dies.
Well, there's the point blank cocoon as the Repel's going to get Kid in there. Exhaust goes down as Zero was trying to save him, but it doesn't work. Condi now the next target as Stand United comes in. Arrow flies through, doesn't hit Zero. And the Stand United once again a little bit wasted here from Zatai.
And remember that the reason xiye dies is that he was trying to stop recalls from the side of IG, who have a Shen on their roster. And so he was never going to have kill threat. He actually did it to stop recalls. It's a big mistake from WE, mostly through their middle lane's blunder. And now 2-0 IG with no gold advantages, funnily enough. They've still got a rookie who is scaling.
Oh, yeah. Picked himself up a needlessly large rod there as well. 1-0-1 as xiye sits back to 0-2-0. 957 has himself the Merc Treads, which will help out very, very much. And is now... Okay, that was an interesting Fairy Charm pickup. He decides that he doesn't want that. He, in fact, wants a Pink Ward. It's definitely a good idea.
For what it's
looking
worth,
for a dragon.
They got the top lane turret essentially 2v2 here, WE.
Yeah.
And now they're translating that lead elsewhere around the map. So WE have hit a point where they recognize that, you know what, Sivir Trundle, they can get a lot more done. Not only did they push the lane, control you in a 2v2, they now translate that to a Drake. They're putting themselves mid, where from the looks of it, xiye is now going to split push. And Rookie could get diffused here.
Well, we'll see whether he can actually continue to have this same level of aggression 1v2, but it's most likely not. Next Drake is going to be a Cloud Drake again. A little bit unfortunately for WE.
And the only reason that he's going to get diffused potentially is because Mystic is on Sivir, something that they early rotated. And Viktor is notoriously good at still being able to blow somebody up that's an AD carry. Sivir might be the exception to that rule if the spell shield is available. Might be.
Well, Rookie continues to be able to clear waves. Same thing to be said for Mystic. There's now Tabe and Kid looking for xiye once again.
Lots of damage.
Yeah. And xiye pulling this minion wave off the turret. Zero was looking to come down and help out.
So the thing is, IG are looking to dive and it's the right idea, but they're not setting themselves up for it. There's no wards deep in the jungle. They don't know where Condi is, so they just have to assume he's nearby. And he is this time, and he's about to show that with the Wolf Spirit that's going to spot them. Kid might actually just be dead if this continues.
Well, he does have to move himself to safety now. Repel goes up, wants to be able to get to Zero, who moves out of the way. xiye picks up the kill as Tabe also going to fall. WE just catching IG out, trying to do something that they probably shouldn't have even been trying.
Exactly, it comes down to setup. Rain's not going to be near enough. The minion wave was already cleared by xiye, but they still look for a dive. Wolf Spirit spots them in the collapse from what is the Sivir, and Trundle in the middle lane, very quick and efficient to do. They didn't set themselves up with Vision IG. They just decided they were going to make that play, but the brash decision absolutely backfires. They might want to rethink that strategy here, IG. Work around Rookie and actually utilize him, because he is huge.
Yeah, work around where you're strong. They have to fight with Rookie, because that's where their money is. Well, Mystic going to continue his onslaught on the structures here. Completely unperturbed. He's 233 CS at 20 minutes.
Yeah, he's massive.
That is insane. He's killed every creep and then more.
Yeah, that guy is mega farmed at the moment. That's just 2 big items completed already. Compare that to what Rain has, and that basically spells the difference between these teams.
He's got a big lightning sword in comparison to some weird brown glove. Like, that is it.
The glove had hurt, but like a sword would hurt more.
Especially when it's got like lightning and stuff in it.
Yeah, I mean, there's only a chance that the glove hurts. That's the problem with it.
It's true.
But this, again, like WE are one of the 3 teams in the LPL that can carry through their AD carry position effectively and often. EDG and RNG being the other 2.
Yeah, exactly.
And right now, the AD carry of WE that can carry is ahead by substantial amounts and is beginning to snowball the rest of this game. As we said, WE's mid laner is a facilitator. They have damage elsewhere through 957. And whilst he's known as the tank player, notoriously often playing Maokai, he has a lot of Lissandra in that black pocket. He understands what carrying looks like.
Damn right he does.
You can't write that off.
Just has a lot of versatility, honestly, as organically Rookie's able to take the mid lane. It's definitely good news. As Zatai now trying to deal with Mystic. Boomerang flies through. Zatai pretty durable at this stage as 957's looking for Rain, and he will find him. The arrow flies through, but Merc Treads and, of course, the Ionian Fervor are pretty good.
957 needs to clear this wave or he's going to get doved again.
And the arrow is now on cooldown. They're looking for a cocoon. They're looking for anything, actually. Is now 957 moving away from the turret. Flashes out of the way of the cocoon and the Winter's Bite. As IG might be able to take a turret. But WE, they've taken an inner, and now they're looking for an inhibitor turret. They're doing so much damage here to this tower. Rookie's going to make his way over. There's the Shadow Dash. Fantastic spell shield comes in as Zatai gets smashed back into the team. And this inhibitor turret's gone down so low.
Yeah, and that's a big power play from WE. It forces Rookie over. xiye should have been pushing the middle lane turret, but now it feels like that's where they're moving towards, perhaps to even just pressure. It's not going to be easy to do against the Viktor, though. So unfortunately for WE, that big play when 957 simply just flashed and cleared the wave. He played that impeccably. They don't get enough from it. They do still get the top lane second turret. And Shen, he can't do it alone.
No,
they should have actually let him. I don't know how he cancelled it. They should have let him finish the ult and then just pushed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it was cancelled.
Going back, he's got a massive amount of farm. Still less than Mystic, however. Still way ahead of the clock by about 30 creeps. And Rain building towards what looks to be a Phantom Dancer as his item number 2. Oh, no. That will be the Renan's Hurricane coming in.
Yeah.
957 moving up towards the top side of the map. Rain just trying to keep himself in a lane, getting farm where he can.
Doing what the AD carry of IG has to do every single game.
Yeah.
To nobody's surprise, it's Rookie who is getting all of the resources, and it's Mystic who is getting it on the opposite side.
Well, 60 CS in the lead for Rookie. Zatai still with a small lead. Margin slipping, and 3 turrets to 1 is where things are important, because WE has utilized that, grabbed themselves a 2,000 gold lead. Is now looking to grab this game. Condi, Frozen Heart done. He's got 30% CDR. As I believe that is a Cinderhulk that he has grabbed himself at the same time.
Condi?
Yeah.
It's Runic Echoes.
Is it? Runic
Yeah.
Echoes? Okay. Just looks a little bit green.
Oh, it does, yeah. It's also the ambience of the tracker's knife being green.
You can also get both of them, can't you? So Gragas, flexible
Yeah,
in his options.
I just saw the Aether Wisp earlier.
Yeah. Oh, Mystic, once again, able to clear out this minion wave. Rain playing very, very calmly and shyly underneath this turret as Rookie is going to come back in, clear out the wave, easy as you like. Rain going to try and get what he can. Second Cloud Drake is going to come up. Condi is going to start that one immediately, and the Baron buff is being moved to here.
Zero could actually be in a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble. The arrow isn't going to land, though, as
Nice
Rookie
dodge.
says, well, not going to be able to do anything here.
And consistently, the trades from IG have been where 957 is. And granted, he's the carry. If they're making a play, they actually are going to start this. They know it's clear. They've spent a long time looking at it, though, and not doing it. So, Spidey senses pay off.
Yeah, they certainly do. Condi moves over here, and now WE find an opportunity on this outer turret in the mid lane. It's very healthy, but Mystic will change that as now there's the flash in. Tabe finds the ultimate onto xiye as Rain still looking for more. Doesn't have the arrow as Shadow Dash from Zatai. Not going to find his way in.
And it's a Karma Sivir.
Yeah.
So they run away really quickly, Atlas.
Damn right they do.
Just like that, disengaged on IG. It feels like Tabe's shot calling is half there. Because he's telling them what to do, but they're not doing it right. That Baron bait, they had an opportunity to start it, but once they spent 10 seconds hiding on the map and looking at the Baron, not doing it, that opportunity was wasted. Zero gets some wards in, which was very clever of him and intuitive to actually execute upon. But still, IG, they make the right idea, but they don't put that right idea and actually put pen on the paper.
No, not quite. A lot of it has to do with the fact that none of these arrows are hitting. I mean, there's only one. It landed on 957 and did basically nothing, and it was point blank. So you're not getting points for that, Rain. You've really got to start hitting these arrows. IG are going to find their way into this. Has now got some time here with this outer turret. Mystic and Zero are making their way up there, but this tower is going to fall down. Mystic slowed by the volley, but here's the teleport. Tabe and Kid well and truly in position as 957 looking to try and get some work done. Nice pillar, flashed out of the way up by Rain as 957 just destroys Kid. The exhaust comes in, arrows down, but 957 just flashes on him, and Mystic picks up the kill. WE, they're in their domain. It's verging on 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's
and they're
close.
looking huge.
And they're looking towards the Baron immediately, at least clearing vision, as Rookie is going to have to pull something miracle-like off. Here's a big Viktor. They are still grouped up.
Yeah, Zatai can still get in here as well. Chaos Storm will do a lot of work. Throws it down right into the middle of the pit as now Shadow Dash used defensively. Nice gravity field. Lands on a 957. Shields himself up as the concussive blows go off as well. But this is a Baron that is so dead. Condi picks it up.
Now Zatai's stuck.
Yeah, the Prince of Baron doing some work there as well with the smite. His gravity field locks up Mystic for the moment, but WE probably pretty happy with how this one worked out. 4,000 gold in the lead, and they've got themselves the Baron ready to push out.
Yeah, so they pick up that Baron buff, and they are absolutely feeling like they are in the driver's seat. That gold lead is stretching
a
little
Mystic's
bit
so
more.
Huge.
Yeah, Mystic is like unbelievably large. He's absolutely inflated.
Oh, the Infinity Edge. just makes Sivir so difficult to deal with, and he was already doing so much work. Zatai is going to be able to grab himself a Gromp here over the side.
Unfortunately, though, what gets me is that Rookie he has to go for a Void Staff, but he needs that Lich being completed. He's already committed to it. This is a point where they've got a Baron buff, they've stacked magic resistance. He is in a rough position as what is the sole contributor to carrying this game right now.
And also the sole contributor to wave clear, and he can't do it against these Baroned up melee minions.
Bottom lane also doing the exact same thing. The availability of 1-3-1 is there because a Karma Sivir will never die, especially when this Karma does damage. They've got a Trundle for disengage. This is like the optimal. I want a disengage or engage composition that WE have compiled, and it pays off infinitely greater with a Baron buff.
So much flexibility from this team. Now Condi gets tagged, but IG have to move all the way away from this one. Zatai still trading well with 957 as he does taunt him up, but it's going to be problematic. Nice movement speed gained here from Rookie, but 957 so fast. And yeah, this inhibitor turret now under fire. Siege minion being defended at the same time.
Yeah, they can't afford to send Rookie down there, and Zatai can trade in windows of about 16 seconds. I'm not sure what the level... I think it'd be about 16 seconds now that it'd be level 3 in his W. Might be 12, 14. I don't know. Yep. Not as often as Irelia can.
Oh, God. This poke damage out of the Karma and the Sivir is ridiculous.
Oh,
as Mystic gets stunned. There's the arrow right into the face, but a really nice flash gets Mystic out of there. Gravity Field was there, and you can see IG feel robbed after that.
And the problem is the Shen just doesn't feel cohesive with the rest of their team. Committing towards the Viktor in the middle lane means that they've got no one to get in the backline with the Shen. They legitimately are missing a lot of backline threat, and unless Kid mans up and goes covert ops, gets in the backline with a flank of some kind, he's too fragile because it's an AP Elise. They needed something more, and they just don't have it available to them because WE's team composition could just walk it out.
And we were questioning WE, you know, the Shen into Irelia is theoretically pretty damn good for the Shen. In the laning phase, Rookie did fantastically at the same time, but WE have just taken what they've got and they're just using it better.
Yeah, they are. They absolutely are. And it feels like it comes back to communication again. I looked at IG's decision making and it's not bad. They just can't do it. And at the moment, they're waiting till a Void Staff is available from at least the Viktor. Until then, probably nothing going to happen. He's not too far off, though, surprisingly. No. He had a lot of money to spend.
1,400 gold away from that one. Randy and Zerman's done for 957, though.
It's 1,800 now, I believe.
Is it? Oh, yeah, a lot of money.
They increased it.
From just the blasting wand. But you can see xiye building towards even more AP. Wants to make sure his shields are as big as possible. And gets a lot of flat damage on champions without magic resist, which there aren't that many of. Tabe almost has that Lock of the Iron Solari.
It's another one.
Yeah, that's a lot of Cloud Drakes.
That's 3 clouds.
We are going to have the Dead Man's Cloud buff situation. Everyone looking pretty damn cool.
Yeah. We didn't see
come
it.
on.
There it is.
Yeah, thanks, Zero.
3 clouds. The only time you want a cloud is when you want 3 of them. And even then, you would rather have 3 of anything else. Such is the life of the Cloud Drake. It's like the Hufflepuff of Drakes.
It certainly is. If you were to give them Harry Potter houses, what would they be?
It's absolutely the Hufflepuff.
I feel like Ravenclaw would be the Ocean Drake.
Yes.
You reckon?
I think we know what the other 2 are.
And then Slytherin's the Mountain, is it?
No way.
Slytherin's the Infernal Drake?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, okay. Gryffindor being brave, you know, big and mountain. All right, got it.
More so just the sharp tongue of Slytherin, right? Being fire.
Ah, perfect.
We only had 2 left then, so we had to choose.
Yeah, that works very well.
I think the point remains that a Cloud Drake is absolutely Hufflepuff.
Yeah, it's super Hufflepuff. Yeah, you're guaranteed. Cedric Diggory all the way. This kid is going to be able to get rid of this little ward. Rookie now clearing out the bottom lane. The reason we're talking about Harry Potter is that things have slowed down just a little bit, as they are wont to do in WE games.
Yeah, so we've had the you can see the Baron power play on the bottom. It was the first Baron, the next one not too far away. And the reason that power play was so extended is because WE can slow play this map and just eke out every advantage possible. They're still dealing with a big Viktor, and he is going to be this ever-present issue that must be addressed, and they can't kill him. They've got the Irelia to take him out potentially, but he's positioning himself nicely enough with the rest of his team that they've got a Braum to stand in front of him, a Shen to keep him alive if it comes to it. And this is what's slowing WE down. A team that can accelerate the pace if they're far enough ahead. This is nearing on far enough ahead.
Yeah.
Not just there yet.
It's almost an 8,000 gold lead at this stage. You got a minute until that Baron, which is probably when WE are going to start amping up the gas. But Void Staff is now done, Rusty.
What's he doing? Hit the buff. Hey. Hey.
It's just asking permission from Condi.
Probably looking at something. Or he was saving it so that it was efficient as possible given that the Baron is up in 50 seconds. Totally. You know what? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, give it to him. Mystic's been playing pretty damn well. Still ahead of that clock. 367 CS, which is ludicrous. Cocoon lands onto 0. As Kid caught in the wall. That pillar is not a good idea as the... Yeah, Explosive Cast not going to get him out of it either. If he can't walk out, surely he can't be exploded out. As the arrow flies through, that spell shield was out of control from Mystic. I didn't even see the particle. As it was that quick, and IG get diffused.
And meanwhile, Shen with no ultimate does have teleport, so he can defend what is happening in the bottom lane, but he's starting to get out of control.
And then can't get back to the Baron pit as well. So if Shen is seen on the bottom side of the map, then 957 just moves back and they take Baron.
And such is the game that they will continue to play. 957 is a tanky Irelia for what it's worth. I think they might have found someone here.
Oh, this is a choke point though. Viktor wants this as there's the ultimate out of Tabe. He says go. As you can see, it's a flanking Ashe. That's kind of cool.
Not ideal.
No.
957 can't teleport though, so the flanking Ashe has a little bit more value in that respect. As these two hitting each other is always going to work out 957's favor eventually, because he has added damage. And once that Blade of the Ruined King is done by 957, that's pretty much when Shen's not going to be relevant.
Unless it's a Wit's End.
This rookie might get spotted. He's dodging it.
Yeah, out of vision range here. Actually decides not to go for.
The Baron's too much of a threat. If they go on 957, he's tanky enough that he'll live through a lot of bursts. And it gives them the opportunity to do this.
Yeah, W have already started up this Baron buff. Of course, they need Mystic there. He's going to turn up late. You can see the Scrying Orb comes down. IG know exactly what's going on. Hawkshot flies in as well as the arrow is available. Rain.
Oh my
God,
God,
they're turning on him so much movement speed as he breaks up the entire fight, does Condi. Rain is going to fall first as Mystic going down extraordinarily low. IG may have actually found something here. Stands United on top of Rookie.
The
rest of WE want him. It's a double kill for xiye, who's doing a lot of damage, but Rookie's going to fall. It's a triple kill. xiye looking to do what Xerxen did on his first game as the Karma. As the tie is going to be the next one to possibly fall down, but he's very tanky, and it'll just be the triple kill for the Karma.
So all that remains is now the Braum and the Shen, and any opportunity they have of stealing this is basically out the window. They catch Mystic really effectively, IG, but it doesn't save Rookie from the damage that 957 and Condi can output, while xiye is complementing them in the backline. That movement speed.
Just ridiculous.
When WE press the go button, you know it, and you're about to see it again. It's all through the back of this man, though. Catches Rain, catches Rookie, and that's the important part. Is because Rookie, with the Shen overshield, they set him up as best they can to succeed. But Trundle pillars, everything that you could want and more is there to take him out.
Yeah, and Rookie as well then had to try and work on peeling himself and couldn't continue focusing on killing everyone on the side of WE. You can see xiye, despite the fact that he had an awful start to that game, still topped out the damage for his team. And you can see Rookie still a gigantic Viktor.
And the Karma always surprises you with the damage output that's available. So well done from xiye, stepping up to the plate with Mystic being dead and actually carrying for them. Rookie, as expected, did the most damage. But he needs to do more than that, unfortunately, in this game. Rain's just a sitting duck for death. He's an arrow bot.
Yeah.
And Zatai's ulting Rookie, which means they're trying to make him do the damage. Kid's also just going AP. He has a Leandri's on the way.
Well, there's definitely a desperation move there as well. Often we only really see that haunting guys when people want power immediately. Yeah, you're exactly right. 37 minutes into the game. And this Elder Drake now being started up. There is a ward in the pit. Condi makes his way over there as well, so smart security is going to be there. Hawkshot spots out exactly what's going on, and Rain needs to land a good arrow here.
Wow.
Look at the movement speed. 957 already on top of Rookie. As Stand United's going to get in there. Nice cask is going to help out, but Rain's untouched in the backline. 957 needs to switch his focus as Rain is kiting so incredibly beautifully. Rookie takes down Condi, but Ashe eventually falls down. Now WE continue to look for more. Kid caught out of position. Mystic's still alive and at full health. And they will now start to try and knock on the front door of this base.
Yeah, Condi's death means that perhaps the neutral objectives are not worth looking at. It's risky without that smite that someone can steal. They've got themselves the Baron buff. They've got themselves some time to work around this middle lane with Mystic full health. That means everything to WE and more.
Yeah, xiye as well with the shields available as in goes 957.
Wow.
Rookie gets Equilibrium striked immediately. There's the exhaust down, but he's done his job already. Mystic doing so much damage, tanking up the turret, doesn't seem to care. Boomerang flies through. He just resets the turret aggro and gets back to killing the turret.
And every single time xiye has his shield available, it's either on him or Mystic, and they were juggling aggro very effectively. This is enough to potentially just throw this game out the window for them. Only Rain.
He's got an arrow. Mystic, of course, has a spell shield as Kid's going to find his way back in. This next Nexus turret may fall down as Zero is going to tank that arrow. Rain just explodes as the repel I thought might have been Kid's death as Mystic just does so much damage. Crits him to the head. That is going to be another ace, and that is going to be the game for WE after what looked like a difficult start, especially in the mid lane. Just got completely diffused by the late game team.
Rookie had a lot of farm. He had a lot of power, but WE's team was still ahead. They worked around 957 this time around, and that's exactly what you like to see from WE, adapting to what is necessary against certain teams.
Yeah.
Having xiye take the back foot and actually let 957 carry with Mystic gives them, honestly, a pretty convincing win at exactly around the WE mark in the game, which is about 35 minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And IG, they